Greetings and welcome to the episode number 3 of Oxford by Night. This time we're gonna start with what happened when Malik left. And as usual, Malik, you wanna say hi?
Hello everyone, my name's Declan and I play Malik, the Nosferatu. And I am in trouble.
You're just about to get to know how deeply the roots of those trouble goes. Malik, you left in a hurry. You left the limousine. You gave the words of wisdom to them and rushed to the location given to you by Unrested. Through the buildings, through the alleys, you make your way to the university gardens, where the light is really low. Most of the lamps seems to doesn't work. It is cloudy this night and it's about to rain again. You paced your walk. You slowed down. You're not fond of those territories. It's dangerous, as those lands belongs to Unrested himself. It's his hunting zone. You spotted him in a place where you used to see him with every single mission or task assignment that he would give you. But he looks different than usual. You could spot it that from the distance. He's on a little bridge, standing with his umbrella, obviously. But his suit is open, he have no tie. His shirt is unbuttoned. His hairs are a mess. No jewelry as well on him. That made you slow down even more than usual. He spotted you. Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, can you see me yet? But if he's seen me, then okay.
No matter that you came invisible or not, he would spotted you. And you're fully aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
He's waiting for you to join him. Not moving a step.
Okay, this is going to be... Okay, let's just... Unrested. Good evening. Be called.
Mr. Malik, thank you for joining me.
I mean, I didn't really have a choice. It was this or get set on fire.
You had many choices. All of us does. Well, at least most of us. I assume the unsentenced are with the Annex at the moment.
Far as I'm aware, yes. At this point, I'll take out my phone and I'll shoot a text to George's. Are you with Sultan?
Straight away you received the text back stating that your message could not be delivered.
As far as I'm aware, they were going to see Sultan. But they are not reachable at the moment.
Of course. Well, someone wants to talk to you, with you, exchange pleasantries. I think it's about time. He closed his umbrella, wrapped it around, and started walking towards the exit.
Okay. Should I wait here?
No,
or...
join me.
Okay. Does he... Question for storyteller, is there any roll that I could make to see if I'm going into a trap?
As much as you know Unrested and his tactics and his strategies, if he would want you to be dead, the snipers would already take you down.
Oh. Can I see them? Is there any snipers around me right now?
Probably not. But you don't believe that Unrested go without his security.
Okay.
So, years of experience telling you that his ghouls are somewhere around. You got my point.
Yeah, I'd like to make it known that my knife is sheathed, but it's not covered.
Mm-hmm.
So it's ready to come out if I need it.
Mm-hmm. At the end of the parkway, you see a car, and one of his people opened the doors. Classy, old, elegant, very expensive car.
This is nice.
Unrested sitting first on the back. The driver was waiting for you to get in. I assume you did. And when you did, he closed the doors.
I'm taking a quick look around before I get in the car, and then I'm just... Okay, I'm just kidding.
Then he walked away around the car, get in, start the engine and start driving. You could spot two other cars joining the road as well. So car in front of us and car behind you.
So we're like in the middle.
Yeah,
and there's, like,
also
right,
his security.
So like a convoy, essentially.
Pretty much.
Right, okay.
And you would think that it's like, you know, a black van or some stuff. No more cars. It just, I could say, very average cars. Middle class, easy, not recognizable, if you know what I mean.
Very inconspicuous.
Exactly.
Got it.
Unrested starts to play with his hands with a Zippos lighter. Starts to open it and close, open and close. He seems to be sad if you would consider this monster, this tyrant, be able to have emotions, you would not consider being sad as a one optional thing for him? I mean, just on the beginning of our story, you saw him slaughtering kindreds like playing matches.
Can I activate Sense the Beast to see what he's feeling?
He's very far away from his beast. There's no risk of him getting into any kind of rage or something. He's not in fear as well. So the beast is not pressured from any side. That's all.
Unrested, are you nervous?
Kind of, yes.
What exactly is going on?
Well, I'm not gonna bother you with details, but most of our friends from north side of the domain are gone.
Gone?
They reached the final night.
Okay, how did this happen?
Mortals. In the best
Mortals?
to my knowledge.
How did our friends in the north die to mortals?
That's what I'm trying to comprehend. One of the members of the Primogen and his clan have been visited by day by a group of unidentified mortals. And all that left is ashes.
If you wouldn't mind, I'm going to take out my phone and ask for permission before I send a text.
To whom?
Darling.
You're gonna meet her in a moment.
Okay. Your nervousness is making me nervous, Unrested. You're
I'm
not
nervous about mortals killing kindreds. That's just disgusting. It's not making me nervous. What makes me nervous about the whole situation is my boss.
The prince.
Yes.
Are you telling me I'm about to meet the prince, Unrested?
It was requested by him.
Well, shit.
Due to the fact that what happened to the Tremere clan and now to Mr. Brooks and his clan, at least majority of his clan, happened on my watch. Prince would like to see potential candidates that could fill my shoes when I'm gonna be retired by him.
Why the prince?
Hmm?
You're going to be retired by the prince.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mean retired or...
Use your imagination. What do you think?
I think the latter, personally. Why?
I just guess, imagine, I just prep for the worst. It wasn't told to me in any way other than in between the lines why the prince wants to meet you.
Unrested, you kept me alive when my sire embraced me. Kept me as a tool for your own ends. I owe you, essentially. But I have never seen you like this in all my years of being a kindred. If this starts to go south, I will have your back.
Don't get weak on me, Malik.
Friendship and bonds aren't weakness unrested. Allies.
Have back
And we all
of
need
the
them in these
Camarilla.
times.
Always.
Yes.
Not person, not friend, but kind. I don't matter. You don't matter. We are the only thing that matters. We cannot allow personal liking, opinions, and all of that bullshit made by Annas to spread. If Prince decides that I deserve the punishment for letting him down, he's entitled to do so, and I am fully ashamed of my failures. I do hope that it's
Mistakes.
not gonna happen.
I don't either, personally.
But I am prepared for this. And believe me, I had a very long life. And life even longer.
So you are just going to let him put you to the final death?
No. But yes.
You're not someone that would go down without a fight.
He opened the Zippo again. Lighted up, and you could see the flame very close to him as he reached it in front of his eyes. You could see his pupils going slower and slower, smaller and smaller. And this is the moment when you sense his beast, the Roach-Trek, coming closer and closer and closer. And the moment it was supposed to burst, he closed the Zippo, extinguished the flame. We're reaching the destination.
Very well.
The
This isn't
building.
going to be easy, is it?
Sorry?
This isn't going to go easy, is it, Unrested? This is going to be messy.
No. With our prince, things never go messy.
Well, it's the first time for everything.
Malik,
Let's go.
are you afraid?
I have nothing left to lose.
Good. That means I've done a good job, at least at this one.
I'm keeping this knife.
Of course. The car stopped in a building, the same very building that you can see on a wallpaper over here. The driver opened the doors, and instead of going for the front doors, Unrested starts reaching to the side of the building. This way, please.
I do follow him.
You entered the building of the university. Old, classy, hallways. And on some level, a secret passage.
Did I know about this secret passage?
You never been there. You've been in the building, yeah, many times.
Yeah.
Out of the nothing better to do. But this is the main tourist area. People through the day are going here with crowds making pictures. In famous place when Harry Potter scene were created and all that kind of stuff. It's got hundreds and hundreds of people who come through here, and none of them would realize that in this wall is a tomb. Older than the university itself.
At least it's keeping it with its rustic aesthetic.
Oh yeah, he loves that.
Naturally.
You start going down with the stairs that going in a circle.
I'd like to point out that I am memorising steps for the exit. Memorising what way to go, in case this does go south and I'm like, I'll just go on.
To be honest, there's only one way in and one way out, you suppose. The air changed in here a little bit. Definitely not as fresh as upstairs. You can feel that the water is in the walls, and it's not very aesthetic, you would say. At the bottom of those stairs, you see the corridor with some cabling on a ceiling. Very little low lamps, low voltage. I mean, you could start to hear some noises, like disputes, shouts, maybe arguments. As you walk through the corridor, maybe step behind the unrested. The shouts become even louder and louder, to the level that you could recognize the voices. And one of them is definitely Kevin. You don't recognize the other voice. And one voice is Darling. And when the voice of Darling came to the dispute stopped completely. Unrested opened the doors, and in front of you there's a hall. Very elegant hall with the floor is decorated. I mean, the pillars are sorted, the many flowers hanging and being on the side. Completely different than what is behind you, like two different worlds, you would say. You see pieces of art collected through the centuries on the displays everywhere. And you see Kevin, who is approximately a meter above the ground, held by the Darling. Now, Kevin is Nosferatu Darling as well, so long story short, I could describe you two really ugly people. But it's not that easy. Well, as much as Kevin is just looking like a hunchback, kind of the person, his eyes are unsymmetrical, his forehead is really large, and his jaw is really thin. Make his face look like upside down pear.
Poor guy.
One of those Nosferatus, isn't it?
Poor guy. Malik's not exactly blessed with good looks, but poor guy.
He's wearing jeans with some holes here and there, probably made of purpose, grunge in 90s. Nirvana kind of type of a guy.
Respectful.
And
Respectful.
he have completely lack of any hairs on his body, that they just fell off. He got only one ear, and the other one, well, it's somewhere in between the skin. At least that's what he's saying. At the moment, he is, like I said, a meter above the ground, hauled by the prostitute called Darling. Well, with Darling, that's the case. You're not exactly sure. Everybody called her Nosferatu, but she looked more like a Samedi to you. She is dead, and anyone who lay eye on her knows that straight away she's fucking dead. She is maybe 180 centimeters tall. So quite a tall lady, used to be. She got a wig with the blue hairs, very shiny, quite long. Regards her being attractive, it's far away from any kind of standard, unless you like cold. She's wearing kind of clothes that you would go to the club, like mini skirt and you know, exposing body. In her case, it's exposing dead flesh with many wounds that never healed properly. She got a tall boots and some kind of fur that's reaching maybe the mini level. That's it. Her tips of the fingernails are long, probably cosmetically extended or some stuff like that. But she still managed to hold Kevin. When she realized that you and the arrested walked in, she let him go. "Your Highness," said Darling towards unarrested. And she made a bow, like in some kind of comedy. Kevin hid behind a pillar. And you can see also another person who had argument with Kevin. The person is on the floor or sitting, like this person was pushed on its back. It's a young kindred that you do not recognize. But he's in a smart suit, well presented, quite expensive clothing and gadgets like watch or anything like that. His phone is broken in pieces, into the pieces, next to him. He has blonde hairs and blue eyes, glasses that are smashed as well. What is the meaning of this? Sudden arrested. Barely helping to keep the peace. She starts walking towards you. Unarrested looked at the person on the floor. Get up and fuck off. He started nodding, terrified more than anyone in the earth. He started to take pieces of his phone and stuff. And if he could, he would disappear. Darling is Prince in his office. Yeah, we finished the business. Darling lean on you with her elbow. Start being overly touchy with you. She smelled... Well, her butt stink is covered by the nice perfumes, if you know what I mean. She does have a nice perfumes, but it's in a mix with her rotting flesh. So... ambivalent feelings.
Darling, pleasure.
Malik, fancy seeing you here.
Indeed.
Sheriff takes you for a walk around.
Apparently we missed all the fun, but I still don't know why I am here.
That's funny because I don't know either.
Is Unrested walked away at this point?
Sorry?
Is Unrested walked away from us at this point?
No, he just stepped back like 2-3 steps to probably save his senses from the smell that you two put together.
My dear, this isn't going to end well for me, I think. So I'm going to give you several numbers. And I take out my phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I give Darling, George's, Rose, and Giuseppe's number.
Mm-hmm.
Should things not go the way I plan, let them know and look out for them if you can. I will owe you a favour if I am still alive.
Alive. Yeah, right. If you will retire, I will tell them that. No.
Thank you.
Have fun. And
I will.
Dawn in here, and we'll have a spare hour in the night. Visit the underground. Brothers are asking about this Giuseppe kind of guy.
Yes.
I did not meet him.
I can tell you he is not from Oxford, I know that much.
I know, but traditions are traditions and politeness is politeness. He's one of us, he's our blood. He needs to show himself in the underground.
Yes, when you have a moment, there is something I need to discuss with you as well, relating to suspicions of him.
I think I know. That's why I want to meet him. To just make sure.
Let's hope my suspicions are false.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I don't think you want to make him wait, do you?
Oh, God heavens, no. Darling?
Smart move. Yeah.
Have a good evening.
Enjoy. Kids, they grow up so fast. Shut the fuck up. Unrested pushed her, like, annoyed. And funny enough, a week ago, if somebody would ask you, you would say that Unrested is a temple of peace and completely resistant to such behaviors.
Something has rattled his little cage.
Well, you found similarities in your smile and Darling's smile. Because she was proud of her. That he pushed her. Like it was like personal achievement or something. And the rest would start going towards the double doors at the end of the hall.
Darling, good evening. Wish me luck.
Darling starts to go towards the Kevin, who's still hiding behind the pillar, and start waving to you.
Okay.
Unrested knocked at the doors. Come in. Clear and nice voice from the other side of the doors. Unrested opened them. Show you the entry.
I go in.
First that came to your attention is the smell of the room. You can smell blood. You can smell expensive perfumes. You can smell alcohol. Second thing that came to your senses is the lighting. It's a quite spacious place with very many dark spots. For Nosferatu is the ideal place to hide. Many parts of the large room are covered in shadows.
Okay.
The light coming only from the fireplace that is maybe 10 meters in front of you. Quite large fireplace, but the fire is behind the glass, obviously for the safety reasons. You see two sofa chairs facing the fireplace with a little wooden table in between them. Sofa chairs have a high backs, and you would date them for like maybe 200 years old, if you know what I mean. It was kind of posh, historical kind of chairs taken from a museum somewhere. Other than that, the room is round, and it's got two doors on the sides, which one are open, and you see part of the office, but briefly.
Malik is not saying anything until he is being spoken to, because he's in the room with the prince and he's trying his hardest not to lose his shit.
That's him. You heard from the sofa chairs. Yes, Your Grace. Thank you, Benjamin. That would be it. Unrested. Put his head down and left. Do you have a name?
My name is Malik.
Malik who?
Just Malik.
Well, a prince stands from the sofa chair that he was sitting on, and you can see, well, a beautiful person, a kindred for sure. I mean, like, it's those kind of beauty that reeks of danger, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a sexual predator. Every kind of part of his skin, eyes, posture, gesture, everything is attractive in every form. You cannot see one simple defect on his persona. His hairs are long, blonde, strong. His eyes are green. He is approximately 25 years old, you would say. Straight lines of the jaw with no beard, no hairs on it. Like they never grew up out there. You got my point.
Mm-hmm.
Straight, long nose. Quite deep eyes. Clean forehead without any wrinkles. He stands. He got only shirt that is unbuttoned until the chest level, and trousers from the suit, you think. But the shirt is outside, like he finished the job, like he's feeling comfortable. The sleeves are quite up, and you can see some tattoos on the left hand, which look like the pirates kind of tattoo from the 17th century, you would say. Like, you know how they inked the pirates in those days? That kind of old, really dated and not replaced tattoos, not hid.
Yeah.
Well, my name is Alexander. Please join me.
Very well. I go and
He
set
showed
wherever
you
he's
with his
ushering.
hand.
Yeah, I set wherever he's ushering me to.
Well, you sitting like a meter away from him.
I'm not sitting comfortably, I know that much. I'm very much on the edge of the seat.
He starts to look at you, but in this look you don't feel judgment, and he's not staring. The point is, you kind of terrified that he's looking at you this way. If he would judge you, if he would stare at you, you'd be like, yeah, he's staring because I'm a Nosferatu. If he would judge you, yeah, he's a prince, of course he's fucking judging you. But you see none of those.
Is there something on my face?
No. Is there? Should be.
You're staring at me, but not with the look that I usually get.
I do apologize. I'm not really good with memory, therefore it takes me a moment to memorize the face of many kindreds in the domain. But as you know, not that much anymore. First
Yes.
the premieres, now Mr. Brooks and his kids, children. Well, few of them were just the kids. And you the new Archon, I heard.
Indeed.
That's nice, isn't it? I heard you worked hard for your place.
From the ground up, sir, yes.
And you're from here as well.
Born and bred.
Very good. Very good. And are you a sire to anyone?
No.
Why?
They met the final death as I was embraced.
No. Are you a sire to anyone?
Oh, no.
Why is that?
I don't need anyone.
Everybody needs someone. But I do respect your opinion and preservative kind of approach. Okay. So, you are the nanny, I would call it, for the coterie that I sentenced to death, and the sheriff did not have the balls to execute my order.
I am... Yeah, I would say yes. Yes, I am the
Great.
nanny.
So we're on the same page. What's your opinion of the whole part when unarrested disobeyed direct wish and let them live? And what they've done so far, was it at least useful to the family?
At the moment, well, let's just lay all the cards on the table, shall we? I wasn't meant to be alive when I was embraced, but what I do, where I'm from, my abilities, I am useful, and have proved myself to be useful all the years being kindred. These new kindred, like coterie, they are and will prove themselves useful. They have things and abilities and ideals and goals.
They will prove, or they proved?
They will.
They will. So they did not yet.
Currently, there are a lot of things happening at once. One of them,
yes,
in particular, is just a fledgling.
Yes.
But, judging by your stature and the way you present yourself, I am going to assume she is the same clan as you, sir. So, perhaps you yourself can see that she will be useful in time. She has unique abilities, some which she needs to be taught, some which she needs to learn on herself, but she can be very, very useful in certain situations.
It must be really difficult for her.
We are guiding. Giorgio, in particular, is a very good teacher. I am trying to keep my nose clean, with great difficulty.
Yeah.
My temperament
clean.
can, clean Masquerade. Bit of a joke, really, isn't it? My temperament is very thin when it comes to people pushing my buttons.
Buttons, yeah. So
as for where they are right now, I assume they are with Zoltan.
No. They are with person who call himself Zoltan. You see, consider that a lesson, a Camarilla insight for the perspective of being. Everything in the nature of the night needs a proof. Never trust anyone, and specifically, do not trust words. Words can be lies. Obviously, proof can be fabricated, but you can check that. Do you?
I understand.
The person they see is not Zoltan Khan. The person they see is the person who presents himself as a Zoltan Khan by the request of Zoltan Khan. So, if he to be assassinated, his puppet will die, not him.
Oh, of course. Then who are they talking to right now?
Probably one of his kids, one of his children, or his trainee, his actor. Actual Zoltan Khan probably meditate somewhere downtown in Jericho district and waiting for another soul to take.
A very quaint And rather disrespectful that he wouldn't meet us himself.
You see, people treat him as an Anak, but I know him better than that. He was adopted by the Mitra. I would actually say brainwashed, more than adopted. So he shows respect only to those who are part of the cult.
I see.
Anyway, it is important for me personally to get you more recognizable in my domain. What would you say about that?
I have no qualms with that.
Brilliant. Well, in those difficult days, the call for justice is not only appropriate, but very needed. You will handle the execution, public execution, of the kindred who broke one of the tradition. It will be your first public act in front of the whole Primogen, in front of the harpies. Main role.
Who am I putting to death, sir?
Well, the person who embraced Rose, obviously.
Right. Okay.
I believe you found him already, haven't you? Her.
Far as I'm aware, no. Question to storyteller: have we found him?
Have you found him? Her.
Not that I know. I don't think so. Have we? I don't. We've found her assistant that gave away the information to where Giuseppe was.
Execution is planned for Sunday. Letters have been disposed and Primogen is already informed. It's gonna be his execution or yours. I hope my message is clear. Execution will have place.
Very well.
My domain needs some entertainment. And
Indeed.
you're gonna be on the scene. As a who, it's entirely up in your hands.
I don't intend on having my head taken from my shoulders, so his will have to do.
And I do respect that. This is the best approach you can have in this line of job.
From Archon to Executioner in a matter of hours.
Well, it's a one stunt. We will see how you're gonna get along with that.
I think I'm going to need a bigger knife.
I believe that Unrested can help you with that. Now,
Indeed.
Going through with agenda, I assume you are aware that I am not happy with the way the things are going. And I would like to address that as well.
Of course.
I do not want to put more on your shoulders.
No, go ahead. It's my job.
No. I said I don't want to. And believe me, Malik, if I do not want to do something, I'm just simply not doing it. That's like my motto, kind of thing. But
You are the prince, of course.
first I was angry, then I was annoyed, and again angry, and then make me think what Unrested has done and how he betrayed me. But I know that you know that Malkavians are always into something.
Malkavians are a
I heard
primitive species.
you are well informed about the clan behavior and psychological, do you call it, kind of thing?
Yes.
So I thought it must be something more that I cannot see, that I cannot know. So I humble up. And I decided to copy his idea. Therefore, I saved a couple of kindreds who deserved their death. And I formed them in a coterie of my own.
Okay.
Pawns, just like your friends. And I gave them the assignment of chasing down those mortals who disposed Mr. Brooks.
Have they been successful?
I gave the order today, so
Oh.
probably not. We will have a little wager about whose coterie gonna sell out the solution first, mine or Unrested. Your opinion, Nosferatu, on which group I should put my money on?
Question to Storyteller, he's saying Unrested's coterie as in Maine.
Sorry?
Question just he's talking about Unrested's coterie, does he mean Maine?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Right, back into it then. If I were you, now that you've met me, I'd put your money on mine.
Somehow I knew you were gonna say that.
I may be a Nosferatu and maybe ugly and hideous and smell repulsive, but I am the most powerful Nosferatu you probably ever meet.
So why Darling is your boss?
Me and Darling have a mutual friendship. I care about her. She knows things that I do not because my hands are always tied and always busy with things that I'd rather not have to take care of, but if I want my goals and my desires to be met, I have to do them.
You are one brave rat, I tell you that. I never met other kindred who'd call his relation with Darling friendship. That's a good one. So, you think you're friends, she thinks you're a stupid tool from Camarilla and whatever. You see, that's the kind of the influence I would like to have on people. That's why she's the boss. Because she makes you believe that you're friends. Bravo. Maybe one day you're gonna learn that, but this way or another. Sunday it is, and here's your invitation. He passed to you the letter with a stamp. Quite old-fashioned, on a very expensive paper.
Very well. Pocket it and save me. check it. It shall be done.
Then that will be it, Malik. Thank you very much for showing up.
You're welcome, sir. I stand and get to the door. As I go to open it, I turn around. Oh, one more thing. My name is Malik, not Rat, sir. I'd appreciate mutual respect next time we meet. And I just leave before he says anything.
Mm-hmm. You kind of heard laughing, but it was more of a chuckle than an open laugh. He definitely said something, but more like to himself.
Malik's like, do you know what? No. I'm having some sass.
Well, the only person in the hallway in front of the doors that you shut behind yourself is Kevin.
I'm trying to find the notes that I made on Kevin.
The Hunchback Masquerade.
Yeah. Is this my first time meeting him?
No.
No.
No. He's the local one. He's approximately...
There we go. Ah, right, okay.
Oh,
there
you
we go,
found it?
found him. He's an anarch. Got it. Found him. I'm good. Hello, Kevin. Why are you still here?
Did he start to bow to you?
Kevin, please don't bow.
You're the Archon now, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Well done. I'm waiting.
For...
Mom.
Where is darling?
Out
Where?
with Sheriff.
Oh. Did she
Talking
say
about
where
my
she was
daughter.
going? Your daughter?
I'm in love.
Oh dear, Kevin. Who is this love of yours?
Mortal.
A mortal.
Soon not to be.
Kevin, have you turned a mortal without permission?
No. Kevin, no.
Then who... Is she mortal or is she kindred, Kevin?
Mortal. Soon not to be.
You do realise you are partly responsible if she gets turned, right?
Mom tell I will be able to. Stop. So, yeah.
Do I know this girl? No.
No.
Does she have a name, Kevin? Are you going to give me her name, Kevin?
She's mine.
Kevin, I'm going to ask you once, and once only. Give me her name.
Don't remember. I don't remember things. I don't have to.
You don't remember the name of the girl that you're in love with? You see how that's very troubling, isn't it? Now, I'm going to count to 3.
He starts moving back, away from you. Like, you terrify him for sure.
Oh yes, Kevin, do run. Make this more fun for me, thanks. I'm reaching for my knife. And the count of 3, Kevin, this knife is going to come out, then it's going to land between your eyes. Now give me her name.
No eyes.
1.
No eyes. No. He started running away.
Rapid reflex in front of him. 2, my knife
He
is
collide
drawn.
in you. You both end up on the floor.
Bollocks.
That made a lot of noise that went with the echo in the hallway. He starts to scream like, I would say a 5-year-old.
Oh, Kevin, shut up. My knife is sheathed and I'm just going to grab him by the scruff and just peck him up. Shut up, Kevin.
Like, no. Let him be.
I've stopped counting.
You hear unrested.
Really cool.
Got more important things to do than this little shit.
Little shit is right. Kevin, I'll deal with you later. Sorry, I'm rested.
Bye! Kevin starts to run through the corridors of a different entrance that you came in through. Like, he knows this place very well. For some reason, you are here for the first time, but fucking Kevin knows this place. That's annoying. Unrested is holding the doors, the same doors that you use to get into. I hope the meeting was productive.
Oh yes.
Before you're gonna before you're gonna say anything else. Me and Briggs, we play a little bingo kind of thing. And we predicted how many times he tried with your death. I'm gonna call him now, and you're just gonna say a number. Yeah?
Go for it.
He opened his phone, and he's like, Charles Briggs here. It's unrested. We got the number. Malik.
0.
He closed the phone. That's sad. Unrested start walking upstairs.
I follow, naturally.
So, productive?
Oh yes. Very. Archon to executioner in a matter of hours. I love my job. I love my job.
I think it's more about showing you to the Primogen. He's taking his steps slowly.
Sunday is going to be a very important day for us. Oh, he wasn't too happy about you either.
Oh, I'm fully aware of that.
He's a prince whenever he ever had. I also got the feeling I was being watched while I was in there. He looked at me like, not the way people usually look at my kind. Which was unsettling. Bit funny, I know, but when someone looks at you, because you're ugly, it's noticeable, but when someone looks at you like the way he looked at me, it was strange. Anyway, yes. It's not happy at you, and I have to kill one of my coterie sires.
Well,
To which I have no
Maybe
idea
it's
how I'm
gonna
going to do. I mean, I'll do it. It's his head or mine, and I quite like mine on my shoulders, despite the scar. I'm going to need a bigger knife.
you're repeating yourself.
Yes. Wait.
Yeah, you do.
How did... Yes.
Never ask me that question again.
Of course.
Never. No. I trade some good info with Darling.
Yes.
Your cutter is neck deep in shit.
Oh, of course, the minute I leave.
Apparently they slaughtered a human being, a blood vessel,
They did what?
on the Anax domain.
Which one of them?
I have no idea.
Of course. It's fine, this is fine, this is fine.
Well, you have to
Right.
understand that this is not my area of influence.
No, of course. I
Neither
will.
is yours, and they don't give a shit that I'm the sheriff and that you are the Archon.
Yes. How should I handle this?
Evacuation. Help them with the evac. I can gather a tactical team within 15 minutes. And he passed you the phone. I would like you to add this phone into the inventory as a burner phone. It's a satellite phone, it's not a normal Nokia or anything like that.
Oh, is it like a big...
No. It's approximately this size. It's,
Okay.
a little bigger, a little thicker than a normal smartphone.
Oh, okay.
It just doesn't have
This
the
is-
options of like software inside.
Oh. This is very high-tech, unrested.
Well, if you're gonna call the number that is memorized inside, the guys with the high tech gonna show up.
Oh. This is going to be a fight, isn't it?
He started to wage possibilities. Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
I do like a good fight.
Did I say that
Kevin
I
has
think
asked me
so?
enough.
Did I say that I think so?
Yes.
I meant I hope so.
Good.
He sat
Kevin has
in a
asked me about
limousine. The driver obviously holding the doors. Outside of the building. He started to greet with the puppy that it's not there.
Malik's gonna have an expression on his face that's just like, oh, cute.
You're sitting down in the car?
Yep, I'm getting back into the car.
Driver, close your doors. Walked around the car. Get in, start the engine, start driving. After like 20 seconds on the car drive, unrested, stop playing with the invisible dog. And something like this. And start playing with the Zippos. I'm gonna drop you off in the cemetery.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the north part of town. I will do a little bit of my own investigation regards what happened to Mr. Brooks and his children.
Yes.
The other Nosferatu. What's his name?
Giuseppe.
This guy. He's quite well informed, isn't he? I mean, he got a good source.
He's
on the phone with someone.
Yes. There is someone tracking his movements.
And I cannot track that person.
He's organized. Something there, but I don't know what, but I will find out.
I do think it's a supernatural. I do think that his friend is a technocrat. A mage. I would like very much if he would offer his services to us as well.
Darling wishes to meet him as well, as he is of our kind.
Probably for the same reason.
Whether he goes willingly is up to him, but he should, as a matter of respect. I don't necessarily trust him at the moment.
I know nothing about underground, under cities, or under parties, alright? I leave that to your own perspective of where your loyalty lies.
I have a question, if I may, unrested.
Of course. Ask away.
My haven.
You've been
About the
compromised,
basement.
you said.
Yes. About the basement. Are they also now in flames and dead?
I know nothing about it.
Perfect.
I cannot promise you that they don't know. And I hope you know who I'm thinking when I'm saying they.
Oh yes. I do. My conversation with the person.
Doing benefits you, and you are the Archon, therefore it benefits Camarilla. What benefits Camarilla cannot be wrong.
Then I have no other choice but to tell you the information that I have been given from this person. A member of my coterie is a member of the Sabbat.
I'll consider that.
And my suspicions are that it is Giuseppe.
I'll consider that.
If I find out anything else, I will let you know, of course.
I can know that. Well, this is your stop.
Indeed it is.
Report to me when you're gonna gather up with the unsentenced.
Yes, sir. Of course.
In the meantime, I'll organize a new haven for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Good night.
Good evening, Mr. They get in the car.